You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Long Island is already feeling the leftovers of Tropical Storm Debby, and meteorologist Bill Corbell tells us if it's going to get any worse.
What's left of Debby, and there isn't much, is over upstate New York and racing northeastbound, far away from us, headed for northern New England and eastern Canada. But we will get the fringe effects, mainly wind, but some rain showers. Now, right now, the heaviest rain is far to our west, and that's good news. After last Tuesday's flooding, the last thing we needed was more rain. I see hit and miss rain showers through the night, at least till about 3 or 4 in the morning. Maybe some isolated thunderstorms, which could have brief heavy downpours, but the total rainfall will be not much at all. The big impact from this storm will continue to be the wind, and it's been howling all afternoon, even as far away from the storm as we are. We've seen gusts as high as 50 miles per hour over LaGuardia, in the 40s across much of central and western Long Island, less on the east end. Of course, that means severe traffic delays if you're flying out of here. Also, the potential for at least some power outages. You know, we could knock a few trees down or limbs down, so that'll be the main problem. Less wind on the east end of the island, though, not a problem there in central and western sections. Again, all this will taper off quickly after midnight. The winds will die down after that. The rain showers, what few there are, will move away. And you know what? We have some great weather coming up starting Saturday. Will be sunny in the low 80s. Sunday looks great as well. But be careful for the time being. Not much rain, but you could see a heavy downpour here or there. And those strong winds, they will continue until a bit after midnight. For Newsday TV, I'm meteorologist Bill Corbell.
All right, listen to this. A traffic stop in Oceanside led to the arrest of a man who allegedly was carrying drugs and weapons in the car. And on top of that, he also had an active warrant and a phony police badge. And that's not all. Here's a look at some of the drugs officers say they found in Joseph Zuzila's car yesterday. They believe there was cocaine, pills, and heroin. And in addition to that badge, officers say he also had handcuffs, police uniforms, and as well as brass knuckles and knives. The 43-year-old man is now facing drug and weapon charges. He's out of New Jersey. And Governor Kathy Hochul just announced $2.5 million to help protect a popular surfing spot in Montauk. The town of East Hampton is getting the money to rebuild dunes and the beach at Ditch Plains and to help protect the community. This is a look at the erosion damage from earlier this year. Now, the work is set to begin this fall.
We will make the investments now so future generations know that we cared and we made a difference.
Now, to read more about the work planned for Ditch Plains, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And you know the license plate that features the Montauk Lighthouse on it? Well, it's being honored. The Automobile License Plate Collectors Association just announced it's the best plate for 2023. Get this, it's the first time a New York plate has earned the honor from the international group. And professional bull riders are taking center stage at Barclays Center. Carissa Kelman has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
If you're looking for something different to do this weekend, grab your cowboy boots and take the LIRR to the Barclays Center, where the Bulls will be bucking in Brooklyn for the first time ever.
We've been doing Madison Square Garden for 18 years now. We will come to Brooklyn every year. We've got a new New York-based team, the New York Mavericks.
This is their inaugural season. This is their home. It's the only PBR team that's based in the Northeast. So not only we're a New York team, we're a regional team.
In a city known more for congestion than Cowboys, getting 750 tons of dirt into the arena is no easy task.
Approximately 30 truckloads of dirt's coming in here.
Randy Spraggins is known as the Dirt Guy. He's been with the Professional Bull Riders since its inception 31 years ago, and he's tasked with creating the perfect soil combination.
Unlike a football player on the field, they like good, firm, good feeling ground, and they'll buck harder and stronger.
And just about how high is this where it's going to end up at the end?
Yeah.
How high is this going to be?
About 8 inches is our goal.
Okay.
We work with a good 5-inch base, and then we put a little 3-inch cushion on top. We're looking for traction, but I'm looking for a little bit of movement also.
Though bull riding is an individual sport, the Professional Bull Riders created a teams league with 10 teams competing in a 12-event World Series.
So it's man versus bull and team versus team. If you come to the event, you're going to see 4 games of 5 riders from one team versus 5 riders from another team. they compete head to head, and whoever ends up with the highest score wins.
When you give the animal a chance to really do what he's here to do, it's pretty spectacular.
In Brooklyn, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
Who knew all about that dirt? Now, to read more exclusive sports stories, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
I hope you're hungry because Andy Berlin is taking us for a ride on Long Island's Hamburger Highway. Here's today's Feed Me TV.
I live on the South Shore of Long Island, and whenever I don't want to cook, I go out and get a burger. And I ate a burger recently that was so delicious, it made me realize that this entire street is a hamburger highway. Long Beach Road / Austin Boulevard. It's like a 5-mile stretch. It encompasses the town's Rockville Center, Oceanside. It's got a ton of really old, long-time businesses on it, a lot of history, a lot of kitsch. He's got like a hamburger for his belly. A lot of delicious hamburgers. This is really good.
But I eat a hamburger every single day, just so you know.
No way!
Slider Joe's is a beautiful place for sliders and also hamburgers.
I can't believe this wasn't even on my list, and then that random guy was like, Slider Joe's. This is my favorite place, the Patty Melt at Mitchell's Diner, and it's conveniently located underneath an urgent care clinic, which is really funny because if you eat like 10 burgers a day like I do, you might need to go to urgent care. So there it is, right there for you. Oh yeah, get that one. Flame grilled. Is this the most popular burger you do?
Here, yeah, by far.
Oklahoma onion burger. They realized during the Great Depression that they could put onions in the burger and it would pad it out a little bit, so it's a cheaper way to make a hamburger. The onions add just a little bit of a caramelized flavor to it, but it's not sharp, you know, they're cooked down. It just kind of makes it more savory. I love this town.
I'm Filipino, so my dad would, we would tease him growing up. We'd say, oh, you're eating rice with your hands. And then he'd say, well, why? You guys eat a ton of food with your hands. Don't you eat pizza with your hands? Don't you eat burgers with your hands? Hamburgers, they're an American obsession.
There's just something about eating a well-made burger that almost makes you want to cry. It like hits you in a way that other foods just can't hit you. I mostly just love this place.
There's actually some really, really good restaurants up and down Austin Boulevard, and if you just kind of take a little detour, you might luck up on a hidden gem.
Where's the beef? Beefing around. B-52s.
Everything looks so good. Now, for more on Long Island's Hamburger Highway, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. And you heard Corbell, we're going to have some sunny weather, so let's take a look at this Long Island weather for the weekend, shall we? Tonight, obviously we still have those remnants sticking around, but tomorrow, check out those temps. We're in the low 80s, and that is a sun graphic. I know you haven't seen it all week pretty much. And tomorrow, we have some showers, and for the rest of our graphics, we're not going to show you those either. So take a look at our 7-day forecast. Sun, 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 pretty much for the 7-day, and what a relief from a wet one we had this week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you for watching. Stay dry.